Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your very first time, a very special and warm welcome to you. I'm Bonnie, Old Soul Mermaid, and on this channel we do a lot of deck unboxings, reviews, and we discuss tarot topics, all through the lens of this middle-aged ex-Mormon woman. So today's video though is not an unboxing, kind of a tarot topic, but some of you have inquired about a deck that I have referred to in some of my previous videos. I haven't named it by name, but it's the one deck that I've worked with that I have not, oops, sorry about that, have not connected with. I have some decks in my collection that I have not worked with. Yeah, sorry to say, but that's how it is. But this one deck, I have worked with it. Maybe not as much as I should because I'm just not called to, but I have tried. And it's a very well-known deck. And without further ado, here's the reveal. The deck that I have not been able to connect with is dun 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 dun, the Star Child Tarot by Danielle Noel. Okay, this is not a video to bash the art of the creator or the creator herself. Because I have connected very much with her other decks. It's just this particular deck. It is beautifully, beautifully produced. It's, you know, that beautiful thick cardstock. This one is the large edition of the Akashic Records version. You know that the Star Child Tarot has the original version. They recently, Danielle Noel, recently in the past, I don't know, almost a year, she reissued the first edition again. But I do not have that deck. I have the large version with the small borders of the Akashic Records version. And again, this deck, and I believe the Moonchild Tarot, has this beautiful matte gold edging, which I love. And she does have this extra cards in this deck for this edition. But I can't pinpoint it, and maybe some of it has to do, and I'm going to get just a little bit closer in. It's photographs like this. I think it's too fashion model-y for me. And there are some cards that now this one's been put in order. I put it in order recently. I don't know why, but some of these cards are really good. This High Priestess card is really good. You know, the Empress for this type of card, it's good. The Emperor, I don't know. But some of these I don't connect with or don't see. I prefer, from what I've seen and what I remember from the original version, I like the Lover's card way better than this one. I don't know, this one kind of irks me a little bit. I can't pinpoint it. Like the Chariot card. There's something about this deck isn't horribly diverse. It's very body beautiful and fashion model-y. Like there's a lot of her type. I love collage decks, though I think her Moonchild is a little bit stronger. This was like a first attempt, I think. Perspective, I think, is in lieu of the Hanged Man here. Transformation instead of death, which I really like. I do like. There are aspects of this deck that I do really like, but some of them I don't know. And I have been, see, this is instead of the Devil, it's Oppression. The Tower. there's some, you know, I love collage decks, but there are some decks, see, a lot of the models are in poses like this, the same kind of pose. There's not a lot of diversity in it. I just, an awakening for Judgment. You know, I just don't get the feels with this, the intuitive hits. And that could be with my limitations as a reader, maybe. I know a lot of people love this deck. It's just the one deck that I have worked with and have really tried to like, because there are many aspects that I do like about it. And now we're coming to the extra cards. The pips are beautiful, but the Two of Wands, you know, I don't know, I'm not getting, I don't know, maybe there's too much of this type of image, this perfect body, beautiful, homogeneous in the humanoid. There's a homogeny in the humanoid figures. This is a beautiful Three of Wands card. So, yeah, this is the deck, and I don't know why. And see, I'm not getting Six of Wands. You know, the meanings of the Six of Wands. I wouldn't call this a beginner deck because of some of the cards. But, you know, if you were, I don't know, we're all different and what we connect with and what issues those intuitive hits for us. But this deck on a whole doesn't really do it for me. The Ten of Wands. See, I'm not getting the meaning or Ten of Wands energy from this card. And again, I really love the artwork. And we've got our our male here. Not a lot of males in this deck. We've got a king. Everybody's so young and perfect. I don't know. There's just not that element of a life's journey. Maybe, again, the blonde. The beautiful, perfect blonde. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but when that's all a lot of what is, you know, in there. I do like the Six of Cups. And I will say, I don't know why I resonate much more with her Moon Child Tarot. This one hasn't been put in order. Same kind of vibe, a little more diverse, and I think that's what it is. The warmer colors are more inviting. There seems to be a little bit more diversity in this deck. Let me come up a little bit. Just a little bit. It's same kind of collage art style. Here we've got the blonde again. But, you know, she's beautiful. She's really beautiful. I do like the Egyptian images that come up in here. I like this. I prefer this sun so much better. Gotta love the man bun. I think it is. There's a little bit more diversity. Still, it is very body beautiful. but I read so much better with this deck. And between the two of them, if I'm going to use one, I'm going to go here and I'm not going to go there. Do you know what I mean? See this Lover's card? So much better than the Lover's card. In my opinion, I'm just one small person with, you know, my tastes. But I do really prefer this deck. And I connect with this deck. This is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm kind of in a quandary what to do with this deck. Do I keep, and what do y'all think? I would really like your comments. I've kind of been toying with the idea of maybe selling it on eBay and using what I make off of it to maybe purchase the first edition reissue, because there are some cards in there that I like so much better than in here. I don't know, or would I regret? Maybe I need to work with this more. Now see, I have the book, Danielle Noel's book, the Book of Tarot, which went with her first edition, I believe. And I like her writing. I do like the writing in this book. I want to see if, yeah, see, it still has that same Lovers in here. But I know in the reissue there's a different card depicting the Lovers. So I do really enjoy her writing in this book. And sometimes I go, you know, just stick with it, and work with it. And then other times I say, maybe I should just sell it and get the first edition reissue. Now, I'm bringing out this deck. This is my mass market copy of the Muse Tarot. Now, this is, in a lot of ways, in some ways it's apples and oranges, but in some ways it's not. It is a very, and I'm going to go down again because this is a smaller deck. It is that female-centric, body beautiful image. There is diversity in here, some, not a whole lot, but it is fashion model-y, collage deck. But I love reading with this deck. I connect so much more with this deck, and it is kind of the same thing in certain aspects. The Muse, female-centric. See, the Knight of Inspiration, this reminds me of the Chariot card in the Star Child Tarot. Young. There's no real age, maturity depicted here. But kick-ass collage work by Chris Ann. And maybe it's because this deck is so vibrant. The other one has very muted color palette, which I can get when you're dealing and talking about, well, a deck with the Akashic Records as the theme. But this is more, to me, like more a fire deck. And maybe it's because of the colors. But look, you see, they're all young, beautiful. A little bit emo here, but fashion model-y, no age, a little teeny bit of maybe race diversity, but I connect so much more with this deck than I do with the other one, and they do kind of have the same energy, the same vibe to them. See, fashion model-y, young, but I do have a better time reading with this deck than the other one, even though there are aspects of it that I really do like. I appreciate and love Danielle Noel's artwork. And case in point, again, her collaboration with Rebecca Campbell, the Work Your Light Oracle. This is one of my most used oracle deck, even though I take the Anna, the Grandmother of Jesus card out, and I take the Star Mother out. That kind of religious imagery is triggering to me that at this point in my life. I don't think maybe it won't always be, but with my Mormon background and what I've gone through, yeah, it's triggering. So I leave those out when I read with it. But this is one of my most used oracle decks. And because I think it pairs, I find that it pairs with a lot of my tarot decks. And I love it. I connect with it. So again, this is not a video to bash an art, a deck, or even the deck itself completely, just because the only problem with it is I don't connect with it for those reasons maybe that I've mentioned. But the Moonchild, this beautiful deck, and I do have her, I also have her other collaboration with Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle. Now, I love this deck as well. It makes me think. I'm still, you know, trying to comprehend the philosophy, the issue of starseeds. And so I find I have to work a little bit harder with this deck, this oracle deck, than the Work Your Light. But again, I would not get rid of this deck. I would not even contemplate getting rid of this deck. I do reach for the Work Your Light Oracle a little bit more, just because it's easier. It's just an easier reader. This one, it's more thought-provoking for me, and which is a good thing. You want those decks in your collection that will enhance your skills as a reader, and just trying to delve into all sorts of philosophies is where I'm at in this journey of mine. So that is, I've called it, it's not very nice. I've called the Star Child Tarot. It's kind of been my little dud, but I haven't gotten rid of it yet. You know, there's a little bit of me that hopes, you know, will I regret it if I get rid of this version of this deck? Maybe I should sell it and just get the first edition reissue, because there are just a few cards I think will make a difference. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep this one, and somewhere down the line I'll get the original reissue and then, you know, maybe sell it, this one, or maybe not. I would really like your opinions. Number one, what's your experience been with this deck? How do you find your experience reading with it compared to this one? Which one do you vibe with? Do you think I should sell it, get the first edition reissue? How much time do you think I should give this deck before I make that decision? Yeah, let me know your opinions. I would love to hear. I'm still a very small channel, and I would really like, if you found any value to this, please hit a like, a subscribe, a share, hit the notification button, and I will be back very, very soon with another video. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time.